I know starting a lawn care business can be extremely difficult. It's even more difficult when you put money before these three factors. So let's do a deep dive into these three factors that I went through and the mistakes that I made when I first started, that I know if you sit and watch this video, they'll definitely help you level up your lawn care game and you'll be able to avoid these mistakes altogether. Let's go. Money, 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 money. I know when I first started, that was my main focus, was to get out there and make money. But on this channel, we teach people how to level up their lawn care game. So I'm gonna give you three factors that you want to definitely check out and look into when you're starting off your lawn care business. Number one is gonna be underestimating the cost of starting a lawn care business. Man, there's so much money you're gonna have to spend in the beginning. We gotta think about equipment. We got to think about what? Insurance. We got to think about what? Also, the gas that goes into this equipment. We got to think about spending money on marketing. But let's slow down and go back a little bit and focus on this equipment. Guys, when you first getting started, you don't need to go out and get yourself a zero turn. You probably want to just focus on a push mow. What that's going to help out with is your understanding of the lawn care game, and it's actually starting from the bottom and getting yourself going. A lot of us don't have the experience with a zero turn. That's going to elevate the cost that we're going to spend in the very beginning. A push mow is going to make sure that this is what you really want to do. When you're out there and it's 110 degrees and you're pushing a mow in somebody's yard, that's going to make sure that you actually love what you're doing and that your business, you haven't invested too much money in your business to turn around and realize, hey, this isn't even what I want to do. So again, if you got a love for lawn care, you might be better off, you might be okay with it. But my recommendation is that you get yourself some used equipment. If you don't have any around the house, you also want to look into maybe financing some equipment when it comes to the weed eaters and the backpack blowers. The weed eaters are definitely going to be a place where you want to go ahead and spend investment. You want to make sure that you're able to get into those tight spaces on those new houses, things like that. There may be trees, stuff like that. Sometimes you can even weed eat specific areas of a yard, so without a push mow, you may not be able to get back there. Zero turn, you may not even be able to get into somebody's backyard. So those are all factors we want to pay attention to. The gas that we're putting into these weed eaters is 2-cycle gas. A couple years back, the gas prices had shot up so high to now they're a little bit more reasonable, but we want to make sure we're putting the right gas into the weed eaters and stuff like that to make sure we have longevity in our equipment. Because if you don't do that, what's going to break down? You may have carburetor issues, all kind of stuff with your particular weed eater that you have if you're putting the wrong type of gas in there. Make sure that we're using the right stuff. That's why I recommend you go ahead and get you something, that's used as far as a push mow. You might want to invest in a new one, weed eater, but if you can't, go ahead and get yourself a used one and work your way on up. That's going to all be factors. The insurance. Insurance is something we definitely want to have on our business when we first get started. If you don't have insurance and you're out there cutting grass and you shoot a rock into a customer's window or their car and damage any type of property, man, we don't want to do that. That's going to definitely set you back. There are other hazards that are involved when you're cutting people's grass, especially when you're just getting started. Some guys may think it's okay to run over a cable wire that the customer just got put out there. You do that, and I guarantee for one, you're going to lose a customer, and there's possibly a lawsuit coming to you because the cost to repair those type of lines is astronomical, and it's going to cost your business a lot of money. So again, make sure we have insurance. Make sure we're looking out for those common factors in people's yard when we're first getting started. Don't make that mistake and underestimating how much money it costs to get started in lawn care. Gotta have it. These right here, right? We gotta have us a shirt. We gotta have us some long pants. We gotta have us some glasses, protection. All that good stuff costs money, guys, and we don't want to be at the top end of all this, the highest quality that you can find. Start off slow, and this is going to be one factor that's going to help you as you go along and help you level up your lawn care game. Let's go ahead and jump in to number 2. Now, number two is a factor that I know everybody runs into when they first start their lawn care business. Again, we want to go out there and make as much money as we possibly can. So what do? We tend to get a little bit over aggressive when it comes to customers. When you're just starting off your lawn care business, there's a certain limit that you're going to get to before you start overworking yourself and underproducing to the customer. Remember, we always want to underpromise and overdeliver when it comes to the customer. If we have too many customers, we're not able to do that when we're first getting started off. You want to look at the size of a customer's yard. We may jump into a yard that is literally too big for us to handle, because what are we going to do? So excited about that customer, we're going to underbid ourselves. And now we're in a situation, not only are we out there longer than we should be, we're making less money than we should be. And those are two losing issues when it comes to starting your lawn care business. You may go out there and find a customer who cut grass, and those guys are the guys we want to avoid. If they've cut grass before, guess what's going to happen? They're going to take all their failure out on you and your business, and this will cause you to fail. They're going to want you to do more, and they're never going to be satisfied with the job or the quality you do. Believe me, I experienced it myself. You got to realize all yards, like I said, are not created equal. They're not. You may have to weed around a bunch of trees in one yard, and the next door neighbor's yard is completely different. It may be quicker, it may be slower, just depending on where you're at. You may have one house that's on the corner, the next house next to it may not be on the corner, because that's going to make a difference in how much we charge and how long it's going to take. You got more grass on a corner lot than you got on, a lot that's in the middle of the block. So those are factors we want to consider when we're actually out there cutting somebody's grass and trying to obtain these customers. I know the money looks good and it sounds good, but hey, we want to be anywhere from 10 to 15 customers in that first year. That's a reasonable amount of customers to deal with. And it's also a reasonable amount of money that if you handle the situation right, that you'll be okay and you'll be able to make the type of money that you want to make. Number three, let's talk about lawn care marketing. Lawn care marketing is one of the easiest ways to make your business fair. Go out there and spend $500, $250 door hangers, flyers, or whatever it may be. And I know you see guys out there talking about you need to go out and focus on route density, put out these flyers, put out these door hangers with 5 doors. Guys, that's another way to fail. What area you're in, you may not be able to hang flyers, door hangers, whatever you do. Get off my lawn! My biggest deal with marketing is gonna be you getting out there, getting yourself a proper uniform, right? Making yourself look professional, respecting your craft, learning your craft, and just do the work. If you're new, guess what we can do? We can go out there and push mow somebody's front yard and bag the grass. What else do we have to do? That is one of the quickest ways to go ahead and obtain more customers. When a customer sees that you are, attentive and you want to make sure that the yard looks right, and we also want to hand out business cards. Business cards are going to be the easiest way to market yourself. Get yourself an envelope, right? Take those business cards, put it in there. You can go ahead and print you out on some paper, regular loose leaf paper, or whatever you want to print it on, copy paper rather, and make sure that you put that in the envelope with maybe, your business profile, what you can do, or how how much you love lawn care, anything to give the customer something that they can hold on to. Give those cards out to whoever. And we want to make sure that we're following up with our customers. A lot of guys don't follow up with their customers. And lawn care customers know, hey, man, there may have been something little that we missed or we forgot to do, but they're not going to call us back out. What they're going to do is down the road, they're going to be like, oh, this guy isn't it. I need to look for a new lawn care provider. Guys, do the work, push mow, bag somebody's front yard in your first couple years, and watch how many customers come to you. Any decent lawn care guy that's been doing this for a while, they're going to tell you that most of their customers come from doing the work and referrals, not hanging door hangers. Don't do it. I've made the mistake. Save yourself the time, the energy, and the money, and you will be okay. If you're looking to level up your lawn care game, I need you to watch this video right here.